Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our coverage of tonight's American Soccer League game between the Philadelphia Fury and SGFC Eagles. My name is Mike Wolverton. We are getting underway. As we speak, thank you very much for tuning in. Eagles and the Fury in a top-of-the-table clash in the American Soccer League. Philadelphia Fury undefeated so far this season, and the Fury in their home yellow jerseys with the white shorts and the black numerals, black piping on the sleeves. Fury will go from left to right here in the first half, and their opposition, SGFC Eagles, in the blue with the white numerals and the black shorts. Eagles going from right to left. Just after 7 o'clock getting started, Fury and the Eagles. Told you these two teams top of the table. The Fury are undefeated in 5. In fact, they've won them all. The Eagles have not been beaten. They have drawn. They are 3-0-1 in their 4 matches. So 10 points for the Eagles, and Philadelphia with 15 points atop the table in the American Soccer League. Expecting a good one here tonight. I'm glad you could tune in. Going to admit up the top that I am suffering from broadcaster's nightmare, which is I've got a roster of about 35 names for the Eagles with no numbers and no idea who is in the starting lineup. So we're working to remedy that situation. Until then, they're going to go by fancy names like 6, 2, 7, 16, 22, and 11. And my apologies for that. We will do our best to rectify as soon as we can. I do know the players for the Fury. And let me give you the starting 11 for Philadelphia today. We have Chase Clement in goal as the Eagles have a corner kick. Lodi Conga heads that away out to number 11. And 11, his pass is misplaced, picked off by Connor Huff. So Chase Clement is in goal. On the back line for Philadelphia, Tyler Fabian, along with Lodi Conga, Ryan Kennedy, and Kyle Newell. Midfield consisting of Luke Finkelstein, along with Connor Huff, Miles Inglis, and Dylan Smith, Scott McCoubry, and up front, Ryan Butler. Starting 11 for Philadelphia, and on the bench, the Fury have Lamar Larmon, Nathaniel Cast, Travis Blair, Nana Mensah, David Davidson, and Tomiwa Kosoko. Just underway, 2.5 minutes gone. And the Fury and Eagles in the process of feeling each other out here. This is Ryan Butler up the right side. Fights off 22. Hasn't fought him off quite yet, but he's got a size advantage. Now Butler tries to go wide. Crosses into the middle. There's one man there, Inglis. As it go past him. And number 2 recovers on defense for the Eagles. It's Super Green. If you're wondering what SGFC is, it's Super Green Football Club. Now, if you go by the name Super Green and you wear blue shirts, that's, I don't know if you're doing it right. Super Green Football Club, Eagles, you probably made the same connection I did. Super Green, Eagles, is there a Nigeria connection? And the answer is yes, there is. Told that member of the coaching staff for the Eagles is the head of the Nigerian Soccer Federation here in the USA. And they've been around since 2009. First year in the American Soccer League. And so far, so good. 10 points from 4 matches. This is 6. Off to 15. And looking for 16. Cut off there by Ryan Kennedy. Outlets to Finkelstein. And the Fury will use this right side where Connor Huff has an overlapping Tyler Fabian. Huff into the middle. Finkelstein has got Butler in front of him. Finkelstein will try to play Butler through. Butler sort of plays into the defender. Gets through the goalkeeper. It's going to be a goal. And tapped in at the end by Miles Inglis. Is he offside? He is. Take it away. Which, well, we are going to have a discussion between our referee and the linesman. The ball was going to go in off of the Butler shot. At least it certainly appeared as if it was going to roll in. Miles Inglis came in and tapped it home, like any goal-thirsty young American would do. Wait and see the result of this conversation, but this is going to be offsides And possession to SGFC. So a bullet dodged for the Eagles. And I must say, Finkelstein carved up the Eagles' defense rather easily there. Not only was Butler given space in the middle, the other player I think was McCoubry who was roaming free. So good early sign for Philadelphia as that attack was a positive one. This goes back to Clement. Into the middle, McCoubry lays it back to Dylan Smith. Fury and the Eagles. Inglis coming up the left side. He's got Butler in the middle. Inglis tries to get by 22. And good tackle there by 22. In the midfield, the battle is on between Kennedy and the super green midfielder, now 16, looked offsides and is, as 7 was behind the Philadelphia defense when pass was laid through. Connor Huff cutting towards the middle, looks for McCoubry and or Butler, but neither. Going to get on the end of that pass. Played forward to 7, who has a streaking number 15. Ryan Kennedy marks him. No help whatsoever except on the far right side. Chase Clement tells his defense to pick that man up. Meanwhile, 15 trying to get around Kennedy, puts it in front. Clement is there. And while we have a good look at Chase Clement, let me say, as I like to every week, as a man whose favorite color is orange, he is looking fantastic in the orange shirt with the orange gloves and the orange shoes. Tremendous. Tyler Fabian looking for Butler. Number 11 cuts out that attempt. It'll be a throw in for Philadelphia. Rest of the table in the American Soccer League, Philadelphia with 15 points, Eagles with 10. Mass United has 7 points after 4 matches. We've won twice with a win, with a loss and a draw. Headed away by the Eagles. And 6 finds 16 in a bunch of space in the middle. Now outlets up the right side. 15 is there. Pokes it past Kennedy. It rolls over the end line and will be a goal kick. AFC Lancaster Lions reside in 4th place with 5 points. Philadelphia Adams have 1 win from 6 matches. They have 3 points, and the New Hampshire Bobcats have yet to dent the scoreboard. After 4 matches, they sit with 0. Dylan Smith has it for Philadelphia on his own side of the midfield stripe. Gets it out to Kyle Newell in the teal boots. Newell, McCoubry dummies and goes right through to the Eagles defense. This is offsides. Free kick for the Fury. Fabian and Newell will stay back. Everybody else heading towards the penalty area. We are approaching the 9-minute mark. Still no score. Fury got 1 that was ruled out for offsides. This is going to be Smith. Right-footed. Conga is in the vicinity. It's loose. They score. Ryan Kennedy with the goal. This is offsides as well. This is offsides. So no goal. Kennedy put it home after the Conga header. But so far, Philadelphia's nemesis is the linesman. Not to say that either of those calls was wrong, just that the 2 Philadelphia goals have been canceled out by the near side linesman. So Philadelphia will have to continue to work and press. And as I said the last time, good early sign for the Fury. Butler chasing after this ball. 11 gets there first, and it rolls all the way to 2. Plays it off to the right side where 7 will float one towards 16, but that's too far. And will roll over the near sideline for a throw-in.
Offside again. Jesus.
Battle is on the right side, and Connor Huff was fouled by number 22. Thinks he's going to throw it in, and we'll just let that go. So Dylan Smith going to line up over another free kick. And once again, 8 players heading into the general vicinity of the penalty area with Newell, or 7 players, I should say. I count pretty well. 5 mixed in among the backline players for the Eagles with Huff and McCoubry placed a little bit further back. Obvious targets being Lodi Conga and Ryan Butler. Smith measures it. He's going to whip one in. Here it comes. Goalie's out. It's loose. McCoubry takes a poke at it, and it bounces off a defender and back into the hands of the Eagles goalkeeper. So the Fury continue to put on pressure.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming to the Fury tonight. Just to give everybody a heads up, we will have at the concessions, hot dogs, drinks, and we have the new Fury kit on sale. We only have, have sweatshirts on sale tonight. So they're only in adult sizes, so sorry guys.
Connor Huff leaves it for Scott McCoubry. McCoubry, Finkelstein. And Finkelstein will try the left side where Kyle Newell has lots of room. Newell back to Finkelstein. And McCoubry. Huff. Huff is bumped into, retains possession. Turns back towards the middle. Lots of defenders there, though. Tries to put it over the defensive back line to Inglis. Miles Inglis has it in front. He scores! Check the linesman. It's a goal. Miles Inglis scores for Philadelphia. And there is a Fury player down.
Miles Inglis. Finally, won it count.
I was watching the action on the ball and did not see what happened to the Fury player, who is down, but the goal goes to Inglis.
So we've got a couple of clubs here tonight, but tonight's a special night.
And
for
it's
Hamilton
Kyle Newell.
Club. Let's hear you, Hamilton. It looks like all the Hamilton guys are on the left-hand side, and the rest of the world is
Philadelphia
on the
won,
right-hand
and
side.
the Eagles nothing. Give the goal to Miles Inglis.
Let's hear you.
I think it was Connor Huff that floated that ball over the defense.
Really, really cool.
And he'll
hey,
get an
rest
assist.
of the world, you guys on this side. Yeah, you guys, the ugly guys. Let's hear you. Come on.
And you can't say that it hadn't been coming.
Something different. Only the good-looking people on that side. Let's hear you.
Miles Inglis has been in fine goal-scoring form. Philadelphia's last outing, they won it 6-0 over the Adams. I'm sorry, Adams. They won it 6-1 over the Adams. Kyle Newell is off the pitch. And the Fury are playing with they're playing with 10. Okay. And Inglis dropping back a little bit, as is Dylan Smith to cover for the missing left back. Forward to Lodi Conga heads that over the line. Will buy the Fury a little bit more time and see if Kyle Newell can get himself back into the game. So Inglis scored twice last week against the Adams. It was 6-1 was the final score in that match, and Inglis had a couple. Travis Blair had 2 as well. Blair on the substitutes bench tonight. As Fabian lets that roll over the end line, it'll be a goal kick for Clement. And Kyle Newell will return to the pitch. Clement with the right foot over the midway line. Finkelstein tries to head it forward. It's off a body. into the air by Butler. Finkelstein on the spot again, as he seems to be so frequently, and that's part of what makes him such a valuable player for the Fury, is his willingness to take the ball at any time and be so very active. This is a foul from Fabian, and the Eagles will get a free kick about 28 yards away. 1-0 Philadelphia on top. Miles Inglis with the goal in the 13th minute from Connor Huff. And 16 is okay. (16 and 17). I'll make it 7 and 17. Going to line up near this free kick. 2 wants in on the conversation as well as Chase Clement sets up a 4-man wall. Five men in the wall now for the Fury. It's going to be over the top from number 7. The Eagles had a player that was making a run as the first fake free kick taker approached the ball, and then he fell down in the vicinity of the penalty box. I don't know if he was knocked over or exactly what he was looking to do. But in the end, the free kick goes over the top of the bar, so Clement with a goal kick. Inglis into the middle looking for McCoubry, who has Huff on the right. Instead, Butler drops it back. Dylan Smith finds Huff. He's onside. Huff lifts it in. Header. It's loose. Butler pokes at it and scores. Ryan Butler doubles the Fury's advantage after a goal mouth scramble. Fury 2, Eagles nothing. Ryan Butler not among those that scored last week, but he scored his share for Philadelphia this season as well and puts the Fury ahead by a couple. Not sure who the assist will go to there. There were quite a few guys in the area. It was a shot from McCoubry that was blocked.
That was Ryan on the number 2 on the second goal for the Fury.
And so far so good for the Philadelphia Fury against the Eagles.
I remember his second name. That sucks. Sorry. Hello, Mrs. Pyro.
So the Eagles, who came here tonight to prove themselves as worthy competitors to the Fury at the top of the American Soccer League table, have struggled here at the outset. And this will test their mettle down 2-0. See what Philadelphia does. I can't imagine they're going to sit back and protect a 2-0 lead. They'll keep coming at Super Green. This is 15 on the right side. If you're joining us late, forgive me for the lack of names for the Super Green team. By halftime, we will have them. No, that doesn't help right now. But this is 11, fouled by Connor Huff in midfield. Long list of achievements for the Super Green Football Club, including numerous victories in the Baltimore Mayor's Cup. 2016 and 17, they were the winners. And a couple other times going back.
Free giveaway tonight.
2014, they won it as well as being runners-up in 2009. So their history goes back almost 10 years.
Ryan come from? And no, mom and dad can't answer that. What time?
This one is looking for number 16 behind the defense to make it 15. Bumped by Kennedy. He's going to get a shot away. And in the end, it goes wide. But there was a vulnerability for Philadelphia as 15 streaked past the defense. And that long ball found him. Kennedy recovered enough in order to put him off his chance.
Where?
And Philadelphia maintains a 2-0 lead.
No, Someone say Portugal? Yeah, no, you got the wrong town. Where? Guess what? Parsippany is not the right question. Or the answer. Close though. Who said Pennsville? Yeah, you're wrong as well. Come on, P. Paulsboro? No. Where? Who said Pittman? Finally! The wrong answer. Come on. Who's Homer Simpson? Are you looking at your dad? P.
Disagreement here between Connor Huff and one of the Eagles players.
No. Where? Paulsboro, no. Pleasantville, no. Pittsgrove, no. Pennsauken is close. Palmyra is the right answer. Palmyra, can we get a t-shirt?
I think one of the Eagles players has already been withdrawn. The guy who was at right back. I don't see him anymore. This goes to Clement, who boots it long, looking for Ryan Butler. Butler shields the defender, and McCoubry now looks for Connor Huff up the right side. Huff has two defenders on him, and number 2 succeeds in clearing that away and over the near sideline for a Fury throw-in. Thrown into Butler in the box. Drops it back. Huff pokes it towards the front of the goal, and coming out to grab it is Joel Isyak, the goalkeeper. Yes.
I've got an idea,
I do have
guys.
a list
I
of
need some
names.
help.
Now it's just a matter
I
of
need your
matching
support
numbers and
here.
figuring out who's on the pitch. But we are getting there. Joel
Anybody
Isyak
who
is the
has
goaltender, I can tell you that. And I can also tell you
any
Gabriel
digital
Obatola
iPads
is one of the
or
men
anything
up
like
front,
that
number
with me
15.
tonight,
Clement comes and heads that away.
Go on the ASL website, aslsoccer.org.
Huff
and
takes it
give me a
away
like
from number
to
2.
Tonight's game. I will randomly go on there. I'm sorry, the Facebook
Butler,
page.
and it's taken
I'm not
away.
techie, guys.
Foul
This
against number
Facebook
11,
page,
and he and
onto the
Butler
ASL Facebook page.
exchanging
Give us a like.
pleasantries.
I will randomly pick that name and award you with a prize.
This one goes right
And
to
I
the
promise it won't
defender
be me staying at the
at
house
left
for a
back.
week. Maybe it will. It depends.
This is Obatola and Ranti Soleil.
ASL Facebook. We will draw
Soleil
the
into the
prize at
middle,
halftime.
nobody there. And poked away by Kyle Newell, up to Miles Inglis on the left. Don't get too excited. Those are the only 3 names I've got at the moment. Connor Huff. Again, he finds himself marked by 2, so he drops it back to Fabian, and his pass into the middle is intercepted by 22 and gives it right back to Finkelstein. Luke Finkelstein looks to play it into the space on the left, where it's picked up by Newell. 23 minutes gone, Philadelphia 2, and the Super Green Eagles, nothing. Goals by Miles Inglis and Ryan Butler. 13th minute for the first one and 17th minute for number 2. Speaking of number 2, here he is. Pass intercepted only briefly, though, by Conga, and the Eagles have possession again. Not a lot of support for the attack at the moment. As 3 players on Obatola. Smith gives him a push, and finally a foul is called. It'll be a free kick for the Super Green. Floated towards the Philadelphia penalty box, headed away by Ryan Kennedy. It goes back to number 7, who will try the right side. And the Eagles into the box. Played back to Obatola. Knocked away. Possession retained by the Super Green. Obatola getting further and further away from goal, and finally the Fury taken away. Forward to Butler. Bumps shoulders with number 23. And knocked away. Butler may chase this down, though. Ryan Butler in a foot race, and it's one. Oh, that was sort of an awkward fall, and the foul will be given against Ryan Butler. As the Super Green player did the splits a little bit as he fell down, number 6. This is 17 knocked over by Smith. Referee sees nothing there. McCoubrey uses Fabian on the right, combining with Huff. And now back to Glody Conga, who will try to put it over the top to Tyler Fabian, and he is onside. Fabian heads it forward to himself, puts a cross in the middle. Butler's there, headed wide of goal. And it was deflected off the defender. It will be a corner kick for the Fury. Very slowly, Dylan Smith making his way over to the far side corner. What's going on here in front of goal? I guess they're tying the shoe of the goalkeeper. Can't tie his own shoes, right? He's got those big fat gloves on. And that duty is taken care of. Smith is now free to take his corner kick. Right-footed in-swinger. Referee dissatisfied with the space being given by Glody Conga as he tries to get in the way of the goalkeeper. Being cleared out by Iloka. Here comes the corner kick from Smith, headed away. It will go out, however, to Luke Finkelstein, who's going to give it back to Smith with another opportunity to float one into the box. Conga can't get there. It's headed away by the Eagles. And Philadelphia will try one more time. That ball gets through to Fabian. Fabian floats one towards back of goal, just over the top. I think that was a cross. Now, if it had gone in the top corner, it would have definitely told you it was a shot. Either way, almost for Tyler Fabian. Fury lead this game 2-0. .22 on the near side is Philip Tavares. As we continue to fill in the jigsaw puzzle that is the late arriving Super Green lineup. This one goes forward looking for Soleil. Mohamed Jawara is in the attack as well, along with Obatola. And Philadelphia heads it safely back to Chase Clement. Nayaka Kamara is number 2, leaves it off for Jawara. And Jawara being harassed over there by Inglis. Finally works his way away from the Philadelphia midfielder and puts the ball in front, headed away by Fabian. And Newell knocks it down over to Finkelstein. Cleared out by Scott McCoubrey. Finkelstein takes a tumble, and we're going to get a foul called against the Eagles. And Finkelstein grasping his left shin. Good time to remind you that Philadelphia Fury Soccer is sponsored by Virtua. And many thanks to everyone at Virtua involved with Philadelphia Fury Soccer. And Luke Finkelstein will not need any immediate Virtua-related assistance because he is up and running around once again. Philadelphia 2 and the Eagles nothing. Miles Inglis and Ryan Butler, the goal scorers. This is Huff, who gets it forward, but right into the path of the Eagles defender, who leaves it for Glody Conga to chase. Scott McCovery has possession for Philadelphia. Back to Tyler Fabian. Got a defender right in front of him. He pushes it to Huff, and that goes right over the end line. Miscommunication between the right back and the right wing. Long ball for Obatola. It's off of his chest for Soleil. Dylan Smith kicks around the body of Soleil, and he's going to be whistled for a foul there. Chase Clement asking his defenders to get back. And that attack amounts to nothing as Philadelphia looks to turn it the other way. Ryan Butler has Finkelstein all the way on the left. Lifts it towards the back line. It's headed away and over the sideline for a Philadelphia throw. 32nd minute from the campus of Rowan University here in Glassboro. So, it's okay. Throw in for the Fury. And Eagles looking for Jawara. And Jawara gets past Glody Conga. Nice move along the far sideline. Gets it into the middle, and that was a wasted opportunity. He had a man, Soleil, cutting towards the front, but just crossed it right to Clement. So we were so close to maybe having the full lineup for the Eagles. But, I mean, heck, it's only the 33rd minute, right? But the bad news is Aaron Stovall, who I believe was the starter at right back, has been withdrawn. And we got a new guy, 13, and I don't know who he is. So I only got 10 names for you, but we are ready to go with the majority of the starting lineup for the SGFC Eagles. Like I said, only 33 minutes late. This one into the box, and it's handled by goalkeeper Joel Isiak. On the back line, Philip Tavares, Obina Iloka, Ukoha, and the since withdrawn Aaron Stovall, having been replaced by 13. Midfield has Nayaka Kamara, Manhebo Guhan, Sheikh Bangura, and Mohamed Jawara. And up front, you've heard these names a couple of times, Ranty Soleil and Gabriel Obatola. So there is 10 out of the 11. Did the best we could. Hopefully at halftime, we'll get substitutes and the whole shebang. As of now, though, it is Philadelphia 2 and the Eagles nothing. This is a wrestling match between Soleil and Fabian Fabian came off the worst, and the foul certainly going against the Eagles player. Lights are on here at Rowan, as it's been a overcast day all day long. No rain, but cloudy. I was doing some baseball earlier today, and it was easy to lose the white ball and the whitish cloud cover. No such issue here tonight, as the Fury looking to get forward, leading 2-0. Throw in is for Butler. Butler at the edge of the 18-yard box. Back to McCoubry, is knocked away by the Eagles, and will be taken by Jawara. This is Guhan and Soleil on the left. Only Obatola with him, though, in the middle. 2-on-5 is even the next three players are all Philadelphia. 9 players in the back with 2 attackers. This one is a long distance shot, and Clement not troubled.
People shivering. I think you guys really need to get to the concession stand and buy some of these hoodies. No, yes, I do want your money so I can pay the players so they can entertain you. We're not telling you.
13 gets in the way of that attempt, looking for Miles Inglis, and now Kamara is hassled over on the sideline. He fouls Miles Inglis.
What's your name? What's your
And
name
I believe Nayaka Kamara is going to be the first man to see a yellow card in this match.
You're looking at the wrong
Inglis
guy, dude.
still down, and now the ever hopeful attempt to avoid the yellow card by being extremely concerned over the injured player fails yet again. And Kamara is the first man in the book. for the Eagles. Approaching 36 minutes played here in the first half. My name is Mike Wolverton. Thank you very much for tuning in to Philadelphia Fury Soccer. And Fury with a 2-0 lead, Miles Inglis and Orion Butler. After a couple of early Philadelphia goals were called off for offsides. This player is way offsides. Surprised there was no call there. The Eagles continue to attack. Forward looking for Soleil. He's onside this time. Ranty Soleil. And only Fabian in the middle to defend against Jawara, but that's all that was necessary. Newell barely keeps it from going over the end line. Pops it out to Ryan Kennedy, who is harassed by one of the Eagles, but eventually clears it away. Butler tries to shoulder it over to Scott McCoubry, but in the process, possession regained by the Eagles, and they generously give it back on a nice play by Miles Inglis. So Fury with the ball. Butler knocks it back to McCoubry. Got an advanced Ryan Huff on the right side. Now McCoubry will just wait. Now he plays it through to Huff. And back to McCoubry, give and go on the right side. Tyler Fabian. Fabian will cross into the box. Poked away, it rolls back to Smith. Looked like he was going to fire there, but instead just took possession and rebuilt the attack. McCoubry. Finkelstein is off his shin and cleared away by the Eagles. Kamara off to the right. That's Obatola. And 3 players in attack this time for the Eagles. That's deflected off a Fury player and right to Clement. Throws it out to Fabian. I'd like to thank the rest of the sponsors of Philadelphia Fury Soccer, including the Total Turf Experience at 614 Lambs Road in Pittman. The area's finest sports facility. And getting bigger. New construction going on over at Total Turf as they build on the tremendous success that they've had. In front, Inglis. Right to the goalkeeper, Isyak. Also an Italian affair. Great Italian food. Rosenbluth Vacations. The Judge Group. Lissio's Bakery. And everybody else involved with Philadelphia Fury Soccer, thank you very much for your support. Tyler Fabian has Dylan Smith. No real pressure. Finkelstein allowed to play around with it as well. Smith almost lost it, but Glody Conga is an outlet. Huff surveys his options. Cuts between 2 defenders and taken away from Inglis, but right back to McCoubry. Butler tries to flip it forward, and he was fouled. Free kick for the Fury. Used to be that Finkelstein would take most of these. Now, Coach Chris Vaccaro using Dylan Smith more frequently. Both of those guys in the vicinity of the free kick at the moment. Four players lined up the left side at the top of the 18-yard box. Smith is going to fire towards those players. Headed towards goal, cleared away by Philip Tavares. Put back in front. Conga, another player get there. It's shot towards goal and over the top. That was Huff who got the last attempt. And we have reached 40 minutes gone. Fury 2 and the Super Green Eagles nothing. Long ball looking for Obatola. He goes down. Soleil is there, but Conga's big right foot swings out and knocks it towards midfield. Finkelstein is guilty of a foul there as Manebo Guhan
If all the kids
was
can meet
battling
us
with
down
Finkelstein for the
in
ball,
front
and I
of
think he got
concession stands near the railings.
kicked a little bit in the
Halftime,
shin.
you don't need to go right now.
And Guhan, either in a decent amount of pain or attempting to curry a decision out of the referee. And the referee does turn and look at Luke Finkelstein and give him the finger, the come here finger, not any other kind of finger. Oh, there's the safe sign. Well, it's safe if you're in baseball. It's the no more sign. The referee didn't want the free kick taken yet. He's busy telling Finkelstein, no more, don't want any more from you. And Finkelstein, a scrappy player in midfield, will have to tone it down perhaps a little bit. Eagles, Obatola tries to play it through. It's knocked away by Kennedy, as the defense has been stout thus far this evening for Philadelphia. This is Guhan, looks okay. It is a throw in for the Eagles, a poor one. Headed back by Fabian and cleared out by Kennedy. Butler, the big target man up front, is able to hold up that ball nicely for McCoubry, who now plays it up to Connor Huff. Huff with space on the right. Cross comes in, and right at the same time arriving Inglis and Isyak. And Miles Inglis comes off the worst in that collision. Been a few players down here in the first half. And Inglis is the injured player at the moment. He arrived at nearly the same time as Isyak at the end of that Connor Huff cross. And a split second the difference between a successful clear and a possible goal. Miles Inglis is going to be able to regain his feet. And he's upset with Isyak. So, once again, not perhaps quite as injured as he at first seemed. 43 minutes gone, Philadelphia 2. Eagles nothing. Jawara into space on the right side. Picked up there by Kamara. Kamara trying to beat two defenders now, and Philadelphia had that covered. It will be a corner kick as both Inglis and Newell were over there to try to block that cross. Instead, the Eagles will get to float in a corner. To be a right-footed out swinging corner from the far side. It goes out, well, it is possessed by the Eagles. Player goes down at the edge of the box. Cross comes in, headed away by Huff. Goes right to Eagles player at the edge of the penalty box. Now Jawara tries to dance away from the defenders, and he's fouled. Dylan Smith guilty of the foul. The Eagles putting on good pressure here at the end of the first half. They trail it by a couple of goals. And I would say they have not had a clear-cut scoring opportunity. It's the only game in the American Soccer League this weekend. Last weekend, the Eagles drew with the Lions 1 apiece, and we told you already that the Fury beat the Atoms in the second edition of the Philadelphia Derby. But as I look at the schedule, just the one this week. Smacked towards goal by Obina Iloka. That was never going to trouble Chase Clement. Next week, it'll be the Lions against the Bobcats, while these Eagles play Mass United. The Fury are off next week. And they'll be back home on the 3rd at 7 o'clock against Mass United. Chase Clement bangs it towards midfield as we have reached the full 45 minutes. There has been a decent amount of stoppage time here. Usually, of course, you don't see as much added on in the first half, but you got to figure at least 2 minutes. Chris Vaccaro and the Fury content with a 2-0 lead surely at halftime, but one more never hurts. Maybe not content. Towards the penalty area, Butler in a wrestling match. It falls. Inglis took a swipe at it and whiffed. Penalty. No, I think we have offsides perhaps before the penalty. Linesman has his flag up. And I think the call is offside. Fury trying to argue differently, but they lose the argument. As halftime approaches here from Rowan University. Lodi Conga going to intercept that pass, pushes it towards Huff, but instead it is grabbed by Tavares. He sends it to Obatola, but Fabian there to clean it up for the Fury, and banged out by Chase Clement. Huff shields off Tavares, and Conga will bang it towards midfield. Tavares is down for the Eagles on the left side. Play continues into the middle. Finkelstein comes through the back of his man, and that's going to be the yellow card that Finkelstein avoided previously. Meantime, 2 players down because there's an Eagles player down. Like I said, Tavares was already down before any of that action in the middle. So this first half continues. And Tavares looks to be in a little bit of difficulty here on the near side. There's no real injury in the middle. And Tavares, looked like they were waiting for a substitute, but this half is going to end any second. So no urgency to sub for Tavares. There is a player looking to check in, really, number 21. Heading towards the 4th official, and I guess he's going to check in. Sort of an odd substitution. Meanwhile, free kick for, I don't know, nobody's coming out, so I don't know if anybody's checking in. We'll see. There's a free kick coming. Jawara jumps over it. Kamara will take, and right into the waiting hands of keeper Chase Clement, positioned perfectly. And you need a little bit better quality than that to score on a free kick. Finkelstein has it in the middle. He didn't get a yellow card, did he? As after the referee gave him the no more signal, he gave him one more. We're up to 4 added minutes here in the first half. Obatola in an argument with the referee. I shouldn't say argument. They could be talking about anything. Still time for one more ball into the box, perhaps. Dylan Smith will send it in. Towards Butler. Gets his head on it. Ends up going towards the far side where it's picked up by Miles Inglis. Inglis forced towards the corner flag, goes over the end line. It will be a corner kick. Maybe we're just playing right through halftime. Who needs halftime, right? There is going to be a substitution here. 22 Tavares is going to come out at the 45+6 mark. Tavares will come out and will be replaced by a guy with a number but no name. I think that number is probably 21. So I suggested we'd have some injury time. I didn't figure on 6+ minutes, as by the time the substitution is made and the corner kick comes in, we'll be into our 7th. And 21 is the new player on the pitch for the Super Green Eagles. We're ready for the corner kick. Dylan Smith sends it in. Headed out by Jawara, and there is the halftime whistle to end a good first 45 and or 51 minutes of play by the Philadelphia Fury. They scored twice, both early on, and it came after 2 goals were disallowed for offsides. But Inglis got on the board for the Fury in the 13th minute, and Ryan Butler in the 17th minute to make it 2-0. And that's where we stand at halftime. We're going to step aside for halftime. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. I'll keep the stream running through halftime. And we will be back for second half action. Fury on top by 2. You're watching Philadelphia Fury Soccer.
Guys, go to the, hey, see with the guys with the tiny goals? Go to the guys with the tiny goals. Guys, stay out of the goals. Stay out of the goal area, please. Go onto the field. The coaches are waving at you. They will put you in teams and let you play.
Keep on doing what you do, you're gonna get next to me. If you keep on doing what you do, you're gonna get next to me. Keep on doing what you do, you're gonna get next to me.
Cause players just don't come on that way.
If you keep on doing what you do, you're gonna get next to me. Keep on doing what you do, you're Keep on doing what you do. You gotta get next to me.
Cause players just don't come all that way.
Keep on doing what you do. You gotta get next to me. Keep on doing what you do. You gotta get next to me. If you keep on doing what you do, you gotta get next to me. Keep on doing what you do. You gotta get next to me. Keep on doing what you do. You gotta get next to me. Keep on doing what you do.
Okay, I've got some questions for the youth players that were playing. Name the 2 players that scored for 3 Twizzlers. You've got to have both names. Who said Nelly the elephant? 3 Twizzlers. 3 Twizzlers going. No, not 3. 3, I have an accent. What's the name of the 2 guys that scored? Ryan and Massos. Oh, so close, but guess what? No. Yeah? Come on. Miles and Scott. No. Miles and Ryan is the right answer. Hey, kid, don't run away with my balls or I'll kill you. You know how much they are. Get back here. Come back here. Next question. What's the name of number 10 for the Fury? That's only half of them. Who said McCoubry? Come and get it. 3 Twizzlers. Scott McCoubry. Hey, stay here for a bonus Twizzler. If you get it right, I'll give you one more. If you get it wrong, you give me them 3 back. I'll tell you what. Why don't we do this? 3 for 3. I've got one more question regarding Scott McCoubry. Do you want to go for all or nothing? What? Hamilton? Nothing? La Rosa? What sort of man are you? You man or a mouse? I'm calling you out. Come on, dude. Oh, you could be Scottish, you know that? All right. What country does Scott McCoubry come from? Who said Wales? You're right. But you know him. That's not fair. You get all 3. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, all of a sudden I've got friends. I see how it is. I remember you, Ginge. You used to be a good player. What happened? I've seen you at training. What do you mean? Okay, we're ready. I'll make it easy for you. Simple one.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is second half action here from
Philadelphia Union.
Rowan University, Philadelphia Fury, and the
You
SGFC
Okay. 'Cause I didn't
Eagles.
I didn't
Fury
think
lead
they
it
won
2-0
again.
at the break.
Okay,
And that's
if
T-Ben
you know
Donnie.
this-
I got the name of one of the
Hey,
2
you're
substitutes.
giving it away.
T-Ben
Go
Donnie
for
is
3
number
or
21. Number
3
13,
or I get
sorry.
them 3 back.
Still don't know.
Back. Are you a
And guess
man or a
what?
mouse?
We're short a cameraman here in the second half
You're
as
a
well.
man and
So
a mouse. So you're an adult mouse.
I'm the cameraman.
Okay, adult mouse. What was the last team in
Oh.
regular season play that beat the Philadelphia Fury? Guess what? You're wrong. Give them
I
back
do
to
have a
me.
cameraman.
Oh!
So we'll get that sorted out in just a second.
How bad is that? I tell you what, 6.
And we will have full commentary here from the second
6
half.
or nothing.
Fury and the
Right,
Eagles.
6 or nothing. Who's the best looking guy you've ever looked at? Yeah, you got nothing. Who said me? Yeah, you get 1. Yeah, you said 1 as well. Yeah, you too. Okay, hang on, 1. What are you on? I've cut your hair more than what it's already been cut. You lost the fight with a lawnmower. Okay. Right. Once you, oh, you haven't got one?
I'm not
Okay.
even doing it for the Twizzlers anymore.
All right, you just want one more question?
More.
I tell you what, you ask me a question.
Okay. Hold it. Sorry.
Oh, I have to hold it.
Fury and the Eagles just underway here in the second half. Fury got first half goals from Miles Inglis and Ryan Butler. 13th minute for the Inglis goal, and Butler's came in the 17th minute. Let's take a look around the pitch, and I think it's the same 11 that started the match as I look around.
Chelsea?
Yes, same 11 for Philadelphia.
Tottenham Hotspur.
And for
And could it be
the SGCF, how many letters am I going to put in there? S, SGFC Eagles.
Manchester City.
Super Green Football Club.
Liverpool.
What that
There
stands
is
for.
the 3.
And for the Super Green,
You got
let's
me.
see. Looks
You
like
got me.
the same 11 that they finished with. They made a substitution right before, I mean, in the 45 plus
Right, I've
5.5
got
minutes.
some questions for
They
the adults, 'cause
substituted
I've got a
T.
bunch of
Bendani,
t-shirts I need to give to
number
adults.
21.
But you can only answer
So they've
if you
used
fit
2 of
into
the
an
5
XL,
available
an XL and a double
substitutes.
XL.
And once
So
again,
that
apologies,
sort of narrows
I
it to
still missing
just
a
about
name on number
everybody in
13.
the stands, I think.
Other than that, we finally got
You can wear
names
his
for the other
night
10.
clothes,
So
Right?
that's
Okay,
good.
an
That's
adult
Guhan.
question.
And poked towards the Philadelphia backline. Kennedy will head it down and into the
Here's
waiting
one.
arms of Chase
Here's
Clement.
one. Music. Movie. Here's a movie one. It was recently the 30-year anniversary of what iconic movie? Santa Claus. Sandlot. What is
Jawara
that?
comes over, knocks it high into the air.
No. Must be an American movie.
And Obatola battling with Kennedy.
Who
Ball
said
falls for the
Jaguars?
Super Eagles. I want to
Star
call them the
Wars.
Super Eagles. They're
No.
just the regular Eagles. They're super
Hey,
green.
I'll make it easy for
Regular
you.
Eagles that are super green. This is T. Bendani trying to get
The
past
lead-
Newell.
the
He
lead
is
actor
eventually
is
bumped.
from North Jersey.
And the referee not interested. Be a
David
goal
Beckham
kick for the
is
Fury.
Not from North Jersey, and he's not even an actor. And I've seen him in King Arthur, and he's not good. Who said The Godfather? You're wrong. I like doing that. Come on.
Couple of substitutes being readied now for the
Outsider?
Eagles.
No.
And this is only going to
The
complicate.
Shining, which would be
our
Jack
lack of
Nicholson,
information
who
about
is from
these
New
players'
Jersey, and
names.
you are wrong. Who said Top Gun? Yeah, you're wrong as well. Tom Cruise is from North Jersey, wrestler. Yeah. I'll make it even easier.
Ukoha is one of the players making way.
It's also a #1 song. Come on. I'm not that old that you guys don't know this. He was also the lead actor in a TV show called Welcome Back, Kotter. Saturday Night Fever, there we go. And the actor would be John Travolta.
Jawara knocks it forward,
So,
looking
one
for
the
Ranti
consolation
Soleil.
prize, John Travolta. Hey, get that back to your mom.
Getting back to knock it to Clement is
Oh,
Fabian,
it's 30
and
years.
Clement back to midfield.
Oh, shit, I got
So
old.
now a bunch of players
Yeah,
on the
40
pitch
years,
whose
not
names we
bad.
don't know.
So Sandlot,
including 13.
you don't win, but give it, here. Go give
And
back
the
over
2
there
new
to that young
substitutes.
man.
It's not going to get any better from here on out. Ryan Butler has the ball for Philadelphia into the middle. Scott McCoubry, he's got Inglis with him. McCoubry will shoot. And misses.
Make
Left-footed
sure you
shot
go onto
from
the Facebook like for us, please.
Philadelphia player
This is
coach.
going to be my last question. And we'll stay on movie actors. We'll stay in New Jersey. And we'll say, who was the original
Glody Conga usually
unconfirmed
wins headers like
manager
that. And once again,
for the
He
Jersey
did on
Boys
that occasion.
became the group, the
Finkelstein chests it to
Yeah.
himself, tries to get through. Got a
Fourth
high
season.
boot near the face. And we'll go the
Famous
other way.
actor.
This is T. Bendani. And
famous
Obatola
New Jersey
got some
born
room, so he'll
actor
move forward. And now Obatola kicks it back to
from
Manebo
Newark.
Guhan.
Who?
Guhan going to
Frankie
get another
Valli
crack at it.
was the name of the singer, but he was friends of Frankie Valli.
Bangura.
I'll give you an
and
idea.
Can't get it over
You
Tyler
laugh at
Fabian.
me? You think I'm funny?
Given away again by the Eagles.
Oh, no. but
And
his
they get a
best
fortunate
man.
bounce. Obatola will try to
No,
get around
Bash,
Glody
you're not getting
Conga.
any more, you.
Conga falls, takes
Come on,
Obatola
give
with
him
him,
more, give
and the
him
foul
some
will
of
go
that.
against
Good.
Glody
Give him
Conga.
over to him. Okay. Joe Pesci is the answer.
And whether Conga fell accidentally
Okay,
or
that's it for now.
purposely,
Oh, hang on. I was giving away T-shirts. Sorry. Hang on.
he managed to stop the attack without it making the foul look too
Tell you what I'll
desperate.
do. I'll trade you 2
Free
adult
kick coming
T-shirts
here for
those
the-
6 Twizzlers if you give it to the first 6 guys there. Yeah, there you go. Good man.
Eagles. We've played 6.5 minutes here in the second half. Fury 2. And the Eagles, nothing. Donnie and Finkelstein battling for position in front. Miles Inglis gets his head on this ball. Eagles will try to send it in again. This time it's Conga who takes a swing at it. Only cleared as far as Bangura gives it to Obatola. into the middle. That's knocked away by Inglis, and a chance for Philadelphia to counterattack. This one just mis-aimed and allowed number 5, one of our substitutes, to come across and keep it from Connor Huff. Ryan Butler's pass intercepted. And 4, another one of our new players. 4, 13, and 5. So we're down to 8 known Eagles. Foul committed by the Fury. We'll mention these known Eagles as much as we can while we still got them. 17 is Guhan. Conga gets a big right boot into that ball. And coming forward, Huff tries to poke it past 13, but it ends up over the sideline for a throw-in for SGFC Maryland. Connor Huff manages to knock it forward, but nobody there for Philadelphia. Well, it ends up with a Fury throw-in. Smith and Bangura. Bangura wins that battle, but Fury defends strong along the sideline with Conga knocking that away. Dylan Smith hits the referee, and it falls for Bangura. Looking for Obatola, now rolling into the Philadelphia defense, but Kennedy is there first. Had Newell there for backup as well. And Clement bangs it over the midfield stripe. Ryan Butler going to get a chance to try to chase this one down. He gets there first. Butler has Inglis with him. Ryan Butler heading towards goal, shoulders his man off the ball, gains himself some space, is fouled maybe a couple of times, and a penalty will be called. Very minor foul, the first one. The second one, a half a foul, and the referee thought about it for a little bit and decided, yeah, that's enough contact. And Ryan Butler earns the penalty for the Fury, and a chance to make it 3-0. Not going to accuse Butler. So often players are looking for that penalty, but Butler was banged a little bit and he stayed on his feet, and then it was the second time that he was bumped that he went down. The arguing faction for the Eagles is Joel Isyak, the goalkeeper, along with Gabriel Obatola. But one's given. The referee very seldomly says, you know what, you guys are right. I think it's no penalty. So this causes delay only, as the penalty has been given. And it looks like it's going to be Dylan Smith. Turned away for a moment, but I believe eventually Isyak earned himself a yellow card there with the continued argument. So second player on a yellow for the Eagles. And Dylan Smith going to be the man to take the penalty for Philadelphia. Chance to go up 3 for the Fury. I have a kerfuffle here. Ryan Butler, along with some of the Super Eagles players involved, the Super Green players involved there, and Ryan Butler is going to be the man singled out for a discussion from the referee, and he's going to get himself a yellow. Oh, and another one for an Eagles player. That's Donnie. No, it's not. It's Jawara. So 2 more yellows, 3 total in this exchange. Isyak, Butler, and Jawara. And eventually we'll get around to taking this PK. Referee signals ready. Here we go. Dylan Smith with the right foot. Scores! Ryan Butler earned the penalty. Dylan Smith puts it away. Fury lead it by a score of
Penalty there
3-0.
by Dylan Smith making a score 3-0 to the Fury. Let's hear it for the Fury.
Goal comes in the 58th minute.
Player taken down in the box was Ryan Butler.
So the Fury add their first goal here in the second half to go with the 2 in the first half. Comes from the penalty spot, and the Fury comfortable now with a 3-0 lead. T-Ben Donnie going to try to chase this down. Newell boxes him out. The ball stays in, and Donnie claims it. Now the linesman says it was out. But he's giving the throw-in to either a foul or a throw, going the way of the blue-clad Super Green. Newell just now getting word. And it is a throw-in for the Super Green. Knocked out of there by Conga. It is 13. Going to launch a right-footed blast that goes a little bit over the top. Clement made an effort for it, but it was still a couple of feet over the top. And the clean sheet remains intact for the Fury goalkeeper and the rest of his defense. Ryan Kennedy claiming to have been elbowed in the face. Fury captain Chase Clement involved in the discussion as well. I think they're checking Kennedy's face. Meanwhile, goal kick for the Fury to be taken by Chase Clement. Approaching the hour mark, Fury on top, 3-0. Thank you very much for tuning in to Philadelphia Fury Soccer. My name is Mike Wolverton. Fury looking to go a perfect 6-0 on the season. Fury goal difference is pretty outstanding as well. They've scored 22 and surrendered 2. Now, I'm not including today's goals, so make it 25. 4 and 2 against. Finkelstein puts it towards the middle, knocked down by Huff, pokes it over to Inglis. Volley, score! Miles Inglis with his second of the match. Connor Huff with the assist, and it is Fury 4. Super Green nothing.
Another goal for Miles Inglis.
That's 4 in 2 games for Inglis.
Currently the top goal scorer in the ESL, followed by Ryan Butler.
And the Fury mark the occasion of the hour mark with another goal. 2 in each half now. As the Fury looking to put a little bit of distance between themselves and their closest competitor in the American Soccer League table. Eagles came in undefeated, 3 wins and a draw. That draw coming against Lancaster. Butler harassing the defender on the left side. Over to Jawara, who gets past Inglis. And we'll set it up the left side, but Chase Clement commanding his penalty area, takes that one. And the Fury going to try to close out 30 more minutes with a 4-0 lead. Butler headed. Inglis on a hat trick. Won't get there before the defender. Given right back to Ryan Butler. Butler to the middle. He will shoot. That's blocked, and it rolls towards the goalkeeper, Isyak, who gathers it up. Next home match for the Fury is in 2 weeks, June 3rd, 7 o'clock here at Rowan against Mass United. Butler gets through everybody, tries to poke it in, it gets there. Isyak gets there first. The Fury are still going to score. As Butler is injured, but McCoubry scores the goal.
Hamilton's on, Scott McCoubry! Great assist by Ryan.
And Butler is down. Over towards the left side of the goal. It was Butler and Isyak that arrived together after Butler beat the defense. And he and Isyak both chasing down that loose ball. Got there around the same time. And Butler came out of it banged up. Meanwhile, McCoubry found the rebound and put it over Isyak, who was also down after the collision. And Butler's going to have to be helped off. So certainly a cloud over what should be an exciting final 25 minutes as the Fury hold a 5-0 lead in this match, but the injury here to Butler.
Let's hear it for Ryan Butler. Looks like he picked up a bit of an injury there. Come on, let's hear it for him, please.
In a 5-0 game, if he could continue, it was just a slight knock, then players, strikers always want to stay on and get those goals, but the fact that Butler has had to be helped off here means surely that his night is over. And the Fury will substitute for him and send in Travis Blair. So the Fury score number 5. Butler is out. Blair will come on. And Philadelphia
Give me my twizzle.
tacking him on here. Inglis and Butler in the first half.
Good, thanks.
Smith, Inglis, and McCoubry here in the second.
Travis Blair onto the field. 2-goal scorer last week against the Atoms.
Dylan Smith grabs a hold of the arm of the Super Green midfielder and gets whistled for a foul. That's Bangura. And Bangura's ball looking for T-Ben Donnie is cut out by Newell, who gets it over to Inglis. In the middle, Finkelstein back to Inglis on the left. And looking for Connor Huff, streaking between the two central defenders, but that ball intercepted by the Eagles player. And another collision. Jawara involved, and I guess the other guy was Finkelstein. .66 minutes gone. Fury 5. Eagles nothing. Newell turns to try to get away from the Eagles player and bangs it off the shin of Donnie. Earns Philadelphia a throw-in on the near sideline. Blair pushes his man off the ball, and Blair is guilty of a foul. That's Donnie that's down. Well, the Eagles looking for a goal here now, down 5-0. Over the top, looking for one of the substitutes. That's Four. Four plays it away from Fabian. More help arriving in the form of Huff. And Huff and Fabian combined to take it away from Four on the far sideline. Eagles had scored 10 and allowed 4 heading into play today. So a very positive goal difference from them, but it's getting wrecked here tonight, as they're down to just +1. The Fury are +23. Into the middle. Now push forward for Donnie. Clement with the save. Big left hand pawed it away. Chase Clement, after 67.5 minutes of not having stress, finally he's called upon to make a big save, and he did a very nice job. Corner coming for the Eagles. Lifted in towards the front, headed away by Dylan Smith. Referee's got an infraction, and it is against Super Green. Miles Inglis has 2. Butler, who has been withdrawn, has 1. Smith and McCoubry, the other goal scorers. McCoubry had 1 last week. Blair had 2 last week. Ryan Kennedy got on the score sheet last week as well, as did Travis Blair, who's hardly had any time tonight to get in on the action, but got himself 20+ minutes still to go. And another player down. This is Guhan. Super Eagles will continue the attack. Up the left side, number 4 lost control. Attack continues. 17, Guhan is up. So play allowed to continue. And acres of space in the middle here for Finkelstein. Plays it through, looking for a streaking Travis Blair, but that's intercepted. And Finkelstein maybe with another chance here. Dances around one player. Smith is down, as he's injured in midfield, and so is Finkelstein right afterwards. Foul is against the Eagles. Will result in a Philadelphia Fury free kick as we approach 70 minutes played, and a yellow card for number 6, Sheik Bangura. Plenty of yellows now, 4 of them for SGFC Maryland. And just 1, as far as I know, for the Fury. That was Ryan Butler, who is now off the pitch. The Fury have made just the 1 substitute. Here's Kennedy with a long ball, headed away. Isyak was going to get it, but his defender took it away from him. Result in a chance. Huff is over the top. Miscommunication by the back line and the goalkeeper, and it resulted in what ended up being a pretty good shot from Connor Huff. Philadelphia continuing to pressure in the SGFC defensive end. They break some of that pressure, getting it forward to Donnie. Finkelstein bangs into Donnie, and SGFC comes away with it. Guhan blocked by Huff. And Donnie will scoop it up on the near side. That T-Ben, that's T-Ben, T-Ben. Ball rolls harmlessly in on Chase Clement, as they were looking for Gabriel Obatola. And after the mention of just the 1 substitute, they are readying some on the sideline for the Fury. Miles Inglis better get his hat trick right now, because his is the number in red, getting ready to be lifted by the 4th official. Over the near sideline, and I think we're going to get that substitution right now. We will. I think Nana Mensah will come on. I know Miles Inglis is coming off. So Inglis, a nice night here as he scores 2. Had one that was ruled out for offsides early on.
Substitution. Miles English leaving the game.
And it's Lamar Larmont.
True Philly boy.
So Larmont
Youngest
comes
player in the
on,
league.
and Inglis will have to settle for 2 more here tonight. The foul in the box and a penalty called. Glody Conga knocked over Obatola and a penalty against the Fury. I don't really see how they can argue that. Not always given, but he definitely pushed him over. And so the Eagles going to get a chance to get on the scoreboard here in the 73rd minute. And Clement has his clean sheet on the line. San Renti Soleil scores the goal, and he puts it
Super Green Eagles from
into the bottom
Maryland.
left-hand corner, and Clement went the other
Give
way.
him a
So
cheer,
never an
guys.
opportunity
Come on.
for Clement to make that
Lopez,
save.
you don't need to do that. Get behind him, cheer him.
Fans booing the
Good
goal.
try. I tell you what,
It is
let's
5-1.
see if I can bribe you. Those that cheer, there could be a Twizzler in it for you.
So Soleil scores the goal in the 74th minute. From the penalty spot to make it 5-1. And the Fury have surrendered their 3rd goal of the season. One was to the Adams. One was, I think 2 of them were to the Adams, now that I think about it, because they gave up one in the first game to the Adams. I will double check that for you, but this is the 3rd goal allowed by the Fury. Fury shut out the Lions 3-0. Yep, it was the Adams who scored both the goals previously against the Fury. 4-1, the Fury beat him the first time, and 6-1 the second time. Huff dances away from the Eagles player. And McCoubry, instead of sending a ball through, sees how much space there is to run into and decides to use it. And even more space on the left for Finkelstein. Oh my. Finkelstein sends it through, backheel attempt. It is loose under the body of the Philadelphia player, and then as he tried to get up, it rolled over the end line. So it is a goal kick for Super Green. Quarter of an hour to go. Fury 5, Eagles 1. Tyler Fabian keeps it away from Obatola. And the foul by Super Green. Advantage played, and just as quickly stolen now by T. Bendani, given off to Soleil, the goal scorer, and Obatola on the left. Pushes it out to 4, who will try his luck, and misses high into the left. Clash of heads in the middle, and no foul called. Foul committed in front of the Philadelphia goal, and it's a free kick coming for the Super Green. Another substitution for the Fury. Glody Conga is going to come off. As he makes his way slowly to the midfield area, David Davidson will replace Conga. And Davidson's speed in getting onto the pitch just a little bit faster than Glody Conga is getting off. 5-man wall in front for Clement. Super Green trying to disrupt and get in the way of that. Lifted over the top of the wall, and it's too high. Over the top of the goal as well. Philadelphia led at 2-0 at halftime. They scored the first 3 goals of this second half. And the referee has a foul against the Eagles. Dark now here, not fully dark, but mostly dark here in southern New Jersey as we approach 8:45. Obatola in midfield, pushed by Davidson, knocked over, and the foul goes against the big Philadelphia midfielder, although I think, maybe wait and see, but I think he's going to take up a spot in central defense. Direct replacement for Conga, so Davidson, who plied his trade in midfield much of last year for Philadelphia. Is now being used in central defense. Not a surprise given his size. Now Glody Conga is a big guy too. One of the few guys that makes David Davidson look anything but large. Did I say that right? David Davidson always looks large, except when he's standing next to Glody Conga. That's the way I meant it to sound. 11 minutes to go in regulation time. Philadelphia leads it by 4. There's 2 balls on the pitch.
Here. Stop being so good looking. Hey, guys.
Have not mentioned Obina Iloka, the defender for
Hey,
the
kids,
Eagles,
anybody come away. Go
was
sit
with
down.
the
Come
Fury
from
on
there.
their
We can't see the game
postseason
because
trip
you
to
guys
Spain
are so
last
big.
year. Where the Fury
Yeah, that's you. I don't
got
care
to
how.
play
I don't care
a
how
few
good
Spanish
you are.
sides and
Good.
increase their presence,
Away from
put
the
their
fences,
players
guys, please.
in the
Thank
window.
you. Go back and sit beside your mum and dad.
and generate continued
For 2
interest in
minutes.
the American Soccer League. Anyway, Iloka was on that trip with the Fury.
Guys, down from the fence. If you
Now
fall,
he is
you're
with
going to get
the
hurt. Down. Down.
Super Green,
Down.
That's him on
yeah,
the ball,
you guys
giving
were
it
the
off
Fury
to
gear. That's who I'm
Jawara.
talking to.
Been a tough night for most of the Super Green this evening, as the Fury have put 5 past the defense. Obatola leaves it off for number 4, tries to return the pass. Oh, it's almost gets to Soleil before Chase Clement could come out and relieve the pressure. And Blair earns Philadelphia a throw-in on the far side. Finkelstein in midfield for the Fury, trying to get it through to Blair, and he does. Huff heading towards goal. Blair puts it in front, looking for Huff. Header, save. Good save made by the keeper. And a good cross from Blair, finding Huff in front, in position to get his head on that ball. Dylan Smith can't retrieve it in midfield. McCoubry running with Bangura, and it's finally knocked away by Tyler Fabian. Each team with a penalty. Smith scored it for the Fury. And Ranty Soleil put it home for Super Green. T. Bandani. It's kind of a name where you feel like saying the first name every time. T-Ben. This one off 2 Fury heads. Chase Clement will claim it. Thoroughly convincing performance by the Fury tonight. they have taken most of their chances. It's not like they've had 20 chances and scored a quarter of them. They've been pretty efficient in front of goal as far as putting chances away. In fact, 2 of them put away that didn't even count in the first 10 minutes for offsides. Huff has gone the distance, as has Smith and Finkelstein, the last 3 players to touch the ball for the Fury. Finkelstein's pass cut out by the Super Green and given forward to 4. Kyle Newell thought it was off a hand. Fury continued the attack. Connor Huff up the left side. He's got Iloka in front of him. Nice pass through to Finkelstein. Finds Blair. Blair, one man to beat. And can't do it. Nice tackle there by the defender. Fury retained possession. Finkelstein pokes it to Smith. Huff through to Blair again. Blair has a chance. Puts a cross in. Spilled by Isyak for a moment, with Larmond lurking. But in the end, the goalkeeper able to bring it in, and outlets now as the Super Green attempt to attack, but it is all a formality now with Fury up 5-1. Two defensive players combine to take the ball away for Philadelphia, and just as quickly give it back to Super Green. So the Eagles going to have to lick their wounds after this showdown has turned into a decisive Philadelphia victory. They will be back in action next weekend at home against Mass United. So Mass United, wonder if they've got their scouts here, because their next 2 games will be against first the Eagles and then the Fury. David Davidson has it for Philadelphia. Pushes it out to Newell. As we approach 5 minutes left in regulation time. I wonder if this will be the first. Forward to Blair. He's onside. Travis Blair is pushed off by the defender. Nice play. Not quite enough to be a foul, and certainly enough to put Blair off of his run. Here comes Philadelphia again. McCoubry. Blair's going to get another chance. Boy, the defense is full of holes at the moment. Save made by Isyak. Looking for a soccer ball, and now that we've got one, it will be a corner kick for the Fury. Dylan Smith grabs the ball, and he'll head over to take the corner. Two changes made. Fabian is off. McCoubry is off. And Nana Mensah will come on, along with, I believe, Tomiwu Kosoko. Tomiwa. Double check that those are indeed the substitutions. Yes. In the case of Kosoko, this corner comes to nothing. Huff, though, still battling in midfield, and he gains possession of that ball. He's going to try from distance, one hopper right into the belly of Isyak. So yes, indeed, it is Nana Mensah along with Tomiwa Kosoko, as the Fury have now used, is that all 5 of their substitutions? Yes, because Larmond, Blair, and Mensah, Davidson, Kosoko. Donnie, his pass picked off, foul called, however, against the Fury. Is Nana Mensah going to get a yellow card after about 10 seconds? I guess not. Look for a moment. Oh, here it comes. There it is. It didn't take long. Usually you notice when a player scores 10 seconds onto the pitch. In this case, the yellow card comes out quickly. 2-man wall Chase Clement is asking for, and currently adjusting with 2.5 minutes to go. What was I about to say before? It's maybe the rare half where, well, I'm not going to be able to say it again. Let's follow this attack for Super Green. Knocked out of there by Kyle Newell with Blair isolated up front, but he turns away from the defender. Nice job by Travis Blair. He still doesn't have too much help, but he does have Larmond, I think that is, on the right. Forward for Larmond, it's just got too much on it. It allows Izyak to come out and claim. All right, let me spit this out. Just trying to say this is one of the rare games where you probably have more first half stoppage time than you get second half stoppage time. We had a full 6 minutes in the first half, and I don't think we're going to have that much here in half number 2 as we approach. We are in the 89th minute. 5-1, Fury on top. A comprehensive performance, and this foul is against David Davidson. I think he may get a yellow card. The referee may have a quota here at the end as he's dishing them out. Davidson, the latest recipient. Eagles will send Iloka forward, one of the taller players on the pitch. Going to send him forward to stand next to the ball. That's weird. All right, now he's going to get a place in line. That makes more sense. Blasted right into the wall.
After the game, guys.
Another
the
opportunity.
Philadelphia
Hits a
Fury
player.
players
Caroms over the
will be
top.
available
Loose
for
to number
autographs
6.
and
And
pictures,
decent opportunity.
interviews.
Shot goes wide.
They will be over by the concession stand, so kids, stay off the field. Meet us at the concession stand.
Goal kick
where
for
the banners
Philadelphia.
are, and we can get your picture with your favorite Fury player.
See if Chase Clement
And
takes a
we
full
will see
30
you after
seconds
the
or so
game.
in order
Thanks
to
very much, everybody, for coming and making tonight
boot
a
this
great success. You guys
goal
were
kick.
fantastic. Let's hear it for you. Come on.
Clement took about 25 seconds, so good time wasting, or time usage, we'll call that. As the 90 minutes will be up in another 5 seconds, then we'll have, who knows, maybe 3 or 4. There have been a few injuries and a few goals
Referee will
and
keep
a few
the time
subs.
on the field.
Mensa dragged down
And there
there by
is
Donnie.
2 additional minutes in overtime.
We'll see only 2
Guys,
minutes.
when you're on your way home, drive safe, be safe, and have a great rest of the weekend.
Still confrontation between Donnie and Mensa. Donna Mensa is being held back by Finkelstein. And he's gotten himself loose. Got to watch himself. He's on a yellow card already. This is unnecessary stuff here at the end of this match. I mean, Nana was fouled. Well, lots of people have been fouled in this match. I guess Donnie's been given a yellow card. Mensah getting closer. He's going to get a yellow card. And I think that's going to be his second. That's going to be red for Nana Mensah. Am I wrong? Was the first one not for him? I guess it wasn't. Okay. Well, I take back everything I said about him getting a card 10 seconds onto the pitch. But now he's got a yellow. And with almost all the 2 minutes used up, I don't think the referee is going to feel that we need too much more action in this match. The issue has been decided. Newell's going to knock one about 5 feet forward to Huff. Now he'll blast it towards the penalty area. It is handled there. Now loose. Mensah's going to make a dive for it. He's pushed in the box. And Mensah's still working at it. Gives it back down to Dylan Smith. And the whistle blows. We got a final as the Fury have
There you
defeated
have it, guys. Well fought contest.
the
5-1
Eagles
Fury.
5-1.
We will see you the first weekend.
Congratulations
in June. Thanks
to
very much
Coach
for
Chris
coming.
Vaccaro
Hamilton Soccer Club. You
and the
guys
rest
will
of the
start
Fury.
tonight. Thanks very much. Washington Township.
Goals in the match
Rancho, you
by
guys.
Miles
Great
Inglis in the
stuff.
13th
Thanks for
minute.
coming.
Ryan Butler
Players will
scored
be
in the
In the
17th.
corner. 2 minutes for a.
2-0 was our score at halftime. I'm still keeping an eye
I
on
did
Nana
get. I was only
Mensah.
10 years out, right?
As looks like being talked to by a couple of guys from
That's why I
the
used to
Eagles, but it
listen
looks
to
like he's still looking
What
for
Can I Tell You?
somebody. Anyway. Smith scored from the penalty spot for Philadelphia in the 58th minute. Miles Inglis made it 4-0 in the 61st minute. And Scott McCoubry finished off the scoring for Philadelphia in the 63rd minute after Butler had collided with the goalkeeper Isyak, and McCoubry lifted it over the both of them and into the goal to make it 5-0. The Eagles got themselves on the board in the late going 74th minute penalty kick by Ranty Soleil, and that provided the final margin of 5-1. I want to thank everybody involved with this broadcast, from Matt Driver and Chris Vaccaro on down with the Philadelphia Fury, and also to Brody, my cameraman. Thank you very much. And thank you to the sponsors of Philadelphia Fury Soccer, including Virtua, also Total Turf Experience, the Judge Group, and Italian Affair, and Rosenbluth Vacations. Thank you very much for sponsoring Philadelphia Fury Soccer. And that'll do it from Rowan. We'll be back in 2 weeks with the next Philadelphia Fury home match, next match of any kind for the Fury. It's at home against Mass United. Hope you can come out and join us. I am told the weather's going to be fantastic, so that'll be great. My name is Mike Wolverton. Once again, thank you very much for tuning in to Philadelphia Fury Soccer. Fury win it. Final score 5-1 over the Eagles. Have a great night.